So I'm try hack me new room digital case B4DM755 analysis VM. Disclaimer: this fictional scenario presents the narrative with invented names, characters, and events. It's not meant to suggest any connection to the resemble to actual individuals, locations, structures, or merchandise. Building up into digital forensics, during intro, we learned about two types of investigation that either the public sector or the private initiates. The digital forensic process and some practical examples of how we can apply our newly acquired knowledge of digital forensics. This room we will simulate the actual crime scenario hereby a court of law has authorized us to conduct a search on a specific person and analyze obtained artifacts and evidence. From objectives: so ensure proper chain of custody procedures for transport to the forensic laboratory, use FTK to inquire forensic disk image and represent digital artifacts and evidence, analyze forensic artifacts received at the forensic laboratory for presentation during a trial in the court of law. So we will skip this one and start from the case. Suspect William S. C. Clean, super clean, British, charges pressed, accused crimes: government espionage, theft of trade secrets. Scenario: as a forensic lab analyst, you analyze the artifacts from crime scene. Occasionally, the law enforcement agent you work for receives intelligence report about different cases, and today is one such day. Trusted informant who has connection to an international crime syndicate contacted your supervisor about William S. MC Clean for case number. The informant provided information about suspects' whereabouts in Metro Manila, Philippines, which is currently at large, and a transaction that will happen today with the local gang member. They also knew the exact location of the meetup, and the suspect would have incriminating materials at the time. The law enforcement agency prepared for the operation by obtaining proper search authority and assuming a DFIR, digital forensic and incident responder U, to ensure the appropriate acquisition of digital artifacts and evidence for examination in the forensic lab, and eventually for use in allegations. The court issued search warrant on the same day, allowing law enforcement officers to investigate suspect and his place for residence based on this information tip. Okay, what is your official role? First responder, I guess forensic lab analyst. What role was assigned to you first for this specific scenario? The FIR first. The FIR first responder. What do you have together? digital artifacts and evidence. What document is needed before performing any legal search? Search warrant. Okay, that's one. Go. Forensic acquisition process for legal artifacts and evidence. The department may have unique powers for acquiring digital artifacts and evidence. However, the FIR first responders should typically adhere to the following guidelines if there is any computer system at the scene of the crime: making an image of the RAM, checking the drive encryption, taking an image of the drives. Each department may have unique protocols regarding maintaining the chain of custody. However, the FIR first responder should typically adhere to the following guidelines when handling digital artifacts and evidence before, during, and after collection. Ensure proper documentation of any seized material as evidence. Hash and copy obtained files. Maintain the integrity of original. Do not perform any appropriate shutdown of the device. Pull power plug from suspect device instead. This is to avoid data alteration, as a proper shutdown may trigger anti-forensic measures. Back seal tag obtained artifacts before sending them to the forensic laboratory. Before, during, and after turnover, ensure that artifacts and evidence are complete and the field operative and forensic lab analyst verifies inventory. Any related chain of custody forms must be adequately filled out to guarantee the transparent and untainted handover of the artifacts and evidence. So, before imaging drives, what must we check them for? Drive encryption. I guess. What should be done to ensure and maintain the integrity of original file custody in proper documentation or hash and copy? What must be done before sending and obtaining artifacts for the back seal tag and obtain artifacts? That's on to go. Scenario continuation. Unfortunately, law enforcement arrived late at suspect residence where the transaction supposedly happened. Upon arrival, everyone appeared to have already left. There were indicators of evidence eradication attempts and a transaction between the nefarious elements had successfully occurred. During the search suspect place, law enforcement officers discovered a flash drive under the desk. A keychain with the essential WSM was attached to the flash drive, which the team believes belonged to the suspect. It may have been left behind accidentally in their haste to vacate the place. And the first responder accompanying the field operatives, you documented, labeled, and preserved the artifact found and completed the chain of custody form. You then transfer the artifact to the for further investigation. What is the only possible artifact found in the suspect residence? Flash drive under the desk. Based on the scenario and previous task, what should be done with that acquired suspect artifact? What should be done? Hash and copy. Nope. Hint, task 3, explain the guideline for proper acquisition. Backfill. Hash and copy these materials. Ensure proper documentation. Drive encryption. Nope. Bag and seal. Scenario, what should be done with the suspect artifact? Okay. What is the crucial aspect of chain of custody that ensure individual accountability and guarantee the transparent and the transfer of the artifacts? Explained as chain of custody. I guess ensure proper documentation. And first, run take image of drivers. Okay. Proper documentation. I guess. Enter the task has image of the drive, image the RAM. It's flash drive, so no image in here. Hash perform shutdown, plot empty artifacts before to ensure chain of custody must be adequately filled to guarantee handover responsibly. Well, my guess is chain of custody, and it is not the right answer. Task 3, explain guideline for proper forensic acquisition. Task 3, we have proper acquisition. Okay, I will return to this later. So now connect, we are connected. Imager forensic tool allows forensic specialists to acquire computer data and perform analysis without affecting original evidence, preserving its authenticity, integrity, and validity for presentation during a trial in a court of law. In a real-world scenario, a forensic lab analyst will use write blocker device to mount the suspect drive forensic artifact to prevent accidental tampering. So, FTK Imager user interface, and there's 3 pane. First, file, list pane, view a pane, evidence 3, file list, file, viewer. So, walk in with FTK Imager, objective, verify encryption, obtain a disk image, and analyze the recorded artifacts. Import VM contain an inlaid flash drive, physical drive too. So we have it, add import emulated flash drive, physical I'll go with physical drive 0, drive 2. Okay, now finish, and we have it in here. Add physical drive 2, detect encryption, detect no encryption detected. Okay, message box, no encryption detected. What evidence will prevent tampering when write blocker? Write blocking device. What is UI element FTK which display hierarchical? This will be evidence tree pine. Attached flash drive encrypted. Nope. What UI imager displays list of folders? List file list pane. File list pane. Yep. So down this one. Okay, now create disk image file. Let me create all evidence items. Okay, now nope, mounting, create disk image. Now we will physical drive, we will select the second one. So now we have to choose which format we are using, and in this case we are using DD format. We can enter the case information, B4DM755 case number. Now unique description William S. MC clean drive. William MC clean flash drive. Examiner Music Lab Analyst. Music Lab Analyst. Case disk image. Disk image. That's it. Next, desktop artifacts. Desktop new artifacts. Okay, and here B4DM finish and start. When it's done, we will select source and image file, and then we'll have some files in there. Again, important, always crucial, disk has been created. Uniquely important, deleted files. Those with symbols, corrupted files, obfuscated, and so on. Image summary, and we have here the summary. Close. Now we will add this image as the image file. Browse. Desktop artifacts. Open, finish, and we have something we have in here. Root, unallocated space, personal, here we go. We have some files in here. So now we can export the files. Export files, 2 of them. Which one do we need to export? The ones that were deleted. Operations, townhouse, warehouse. Hide out. Condominium loop. Oh. Condominium daily tasks. Interview daily task. We have daily task in here. Okay. Now we can export the files. To the artifact. Zero is successfully exported. Okay. Daily task. No, we just exported some tasks. Okay, what which display content of selected files. Your element image which displays the content. This one, but nobody. File content viewer. Viewer pane. Why to ask this? Viewer pane. What is the hash of physical drive? Okay, the hash. We have it in here. SHA-1. Including hiding from how many files are currently stored in the flash drive, including explore flash drive. 25. Nope. Less than that. 25. Minus. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. Nope. Oh, it's only view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost 9. 6. Including deleted one. Including hidden. Let me see this one real quick. Option, view, hidden, apply, don't show, show. So we see 8. 8. How many were deleted? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many corrupted? 0. 1, 2, 3. Okay, dog. Now, upon receiving evidence from the crime scene, it is imperative to establish their authenticity, since the DFIR first responder recover only flash. You then proceed the following actions. Verify, document every detail of the change of custody form from the crime scene to present. Use FTK Imager to create disk image of seized flash drive from suspect. Match the cryptographic hashes of the physical and required guarantee the authenticity of the integrity of the artifacts, making them admissible evidence in the court of law. Preserve the physical evidence of flash for presentation in a court of law trial after creating forensic disk image. Perform any review and analysis created forensic disk image to avoid tampering with. Document all the examination operation and activities to ensure the admissibility of the evidence in the court during the presentation at the trial. Ensure the cryptographic hashes of physical evidence and forensic disk image match. Aside from FTK Imager, what is the directory name of other tool located in tool directory under desktop? Tools. If exiftool 1247, what is visible extension hideout of file exit which one? What are we talking about? Slack. No. Enough. What? So the next one is I see. Oh no. Very interesting. I see. Oh. Okay. View the metadata of extension. Pain if tool can help. What? Hide out. This one. Or PNG. PNG. Nope. PDF. Okay. View metadata file. What is actual extension? Okay. Here artifacts to what's link? Oh. Okay. This is it. exiftool and now artifact if hide out. Here we go. To the warehouse PDF was is phone model, and we have warehouse PDF in here, and the model is Mi 9 Elite. Are there any indicators? Yes. Who was the point of contact? Williams at the we have the notes, and within the notes are Carl Alberto. We just obtained the notes from artifacts, open operations. It appeared to be Excel, but when we are running on this Excel file exiftool, we can clearly see that file type is zip. So changing its extension to zip file, just change it to appear the zip, and we have in zip we have Pandora box zip and notes. In the notes we have some shipment details, and who was the point of contact of Mr. Williams as MC Clean in year 2022, and we have Carl Renato Abelardo. And what is the coordinates? And those are the coordinates. What is the password? Password, we can see the password, dark world Pandora From which company did the source code Pandora direct engineered? So in here we have Pandora box. We just open it with this password, and we have HFT algorithm. We have main Python file, and we have company Switzerland Financial. Now one of the document we can see must be clean documents. We have in here beneficial GVT Ventura. So if we open it, Mr. Giovanni Vittorio de Ventura. And the last one, cherry pick, is I've just checked this file with exiftool, and it was plain text. This one do not open, and I just changed its extension, and this is flat. Congratulations. Now those are the post analysis and evidence to the court proceedings. Can read them and proceed to the rest of the thing. There is a reasonable suspicion that the suspect distributes this material. The law enforcement agency handle the case must follow these 4 phases of investigation. Additionally, the FIR first responder must observe the following steps before, during, and after acquiring digital artifacts and evidence. Then request to preserve the data and logs suspect to social media networks, subscribers, information, traffic and content data. Set request to preserve the data and logs of suspects ISP, subscribers, information, traffic, content data. Obtain the warrant for search, seizure, and examine of suspects computer data for violation of domestic and international law, perform an inspection of suspects' social media accounts and public profiles, search by warrant issued by court of law, obtain data requested from social media networks and ISPs, perform search, seizure, examination of the suspect's computer data, perform forensic analysis of acquired digital artifacts and evidence, preserve forensic artifacts evidence with the proper documentation during the court proceedings. In which phase is the warrant obtained for search, seizure and examination of the due to violation of domestic law? Pre-search. In which phase the forensic perform an acquiring request for various sources. Forensic analysis performed. Forensic analysis performed post-search. In which phase involves presenting trial. Yes, presenting forensic artifacts evidence gathered with paper documents during the court trial. And now we get the case. We base of scenario previous task. What should be done with the acquired suspect artifact? Appended file already attempts and successful occur. Initial. The keychain initial was belongs to suspect. You have been okay. So first adhere the following guidelines. Taking an image. That's it. We've done so long. For the next time.